and gentlemen, I'm not going to be here this first part of the morning, so this means that you have found on your Google Classroom the presentation that you need to go through in order to get your notes for today. Now, here's the deal. I want you to double check with those people around you and check and see if anybody else needs help getting there. Remember, you have to be logged into YouTube and you have to have your safe search turned off on YouTube. Okay. Now, for Bellwork, you should have gone and added linear function to your study stack and answered this question here. Okay. The table shows the amount of money Carly earns based on the number of hours she babysits. Okay, we're going to write a sentence that describes this relationship between the number of hours she babysits and her earnings. So what's that rule? What's that rule that we're looking for? Okay, for instance, 1 hour is 6, 2 is 12, 3 is 18, 4 is 24. So if we look, we're going up by 6 each time. So our rule is $6 times the number of hours x. So our goal for today is to write an equation that represents a function. A linear function is a function whose graph is a line. You can use an equation to represent a function. The x value or independent variable or our in represents the x value, and the out or our output represents our dependent variable or our y value. An equation expresses the dependent variable in terms of the independent variable. So, for example, write an equation to represent the function shown in the table. If my input, my x value, is 1, my output is 9, 218, 327, 436, 545. So my rule for this table is 9 times x, or 9x. Take a second, make sure that you have that. I'd like you to go through this, try this problem to make sure that you have it correct. Take a minute, pause the video, and go through it. Okay, my target now, if we take a look, 1 is 16, 232, 348, 464, so on and so forth. So we have 16 times x, or 16x. You can also graph a function. If the graph is a line, the function is then called a linear equation, just like our ratio or rates. Okay. When graphing the function, the input is the x value, and the output is the y-coordinate or y value. So if I were to graph the rule 2 times x, I'd make my table with my ordered pairs. 2 times x is 2 times 0, which is 0. My x-coordinate is 0. My y-coordinate is 0. Go from there. If I go 2 times 1, my y-coordinate is 2. My x-coordinate is 1. Same thing here. 2 times 2 is 4. My x-coordinate is 2. My y-coordinate is 4. And then here's my graph. First dot is at 0, 0. 1, 2. 2, 4. And my graph is a straight line, so I have a linear equation. I'd like you to try these two problems. Okay. Create a table and answer them. So if we look, I have y equals x plus 1. So in my input-output table, that's my rule. If x is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. X is 2, y is 3, x is 3, y is 4. So my ordered pair for the first one is 1, 2. Then 2, 3. 3, 4. Okay. 0, 1. So I graph it. It's a linear equation. Here I have my x and my y. If x is 0, y is 2. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. If x is 1, y is 5. If x is 2, y is 8. Okay, so I start at 0, 2, 1, 5, 3, and then 8's way up there. Okay. All right. Martino constructed the graph shown, which shows the height of his cactus after several years of growth. Make a function table for the input-output values. If we take a look, x is 1, y is 42, x is 2, y is 44, x is 3, y is 46. So as we talked about yesterday, the growth between these is always 2. Always 2. So part of our equation is 2x, 2 times x, plus the difference. 2 times 1 is 2. The difference is 40, so I have 2x plus 40. 2x plus 40. I'd like you to try this problem. Take a minute, go through it, answer it, come back, check your problem. So if we take a look at our graph, number of magazines, total amount. If x is 1, y is 20. X is 2, y is 25. X is 3, y is 30. X is 4, y is 35. So what are we going up by? We're going up by 5s. So we know that it's 5 times our x. 5 times our x. So if we take a look, 5 times 1 is 5. That doesn't come anywhere close to 20, so we have to add something to it. 20 minus 5 is 15. So it's 5x plus 15. So that tells us that the book is $15, and it's $5 per magazine. Okay, what you're going to need to do right now is finish the following things. The 6 problem-solving practice. As well as the odd skill practice. And once again, choose either the homework practice or the enriched. All of them for homework. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be here later in the day. If you have questions, you can come and see me.